A lot of people don't know that in Corona we have a heritage room.
We have a collection of aerial photography, we have fossils, there's all sorts of stuff in there, but it's all about the history of Corona.
It's a portal to the past, and a portal not just to the past of, hey, yeah, that happened, but you can say, hey, I know where that is, or I know what this used to look like, or what it looks like now.
Heritage Room is a place for history to be preserved and for our residents to be able to go and look and kind of see how Corona used to be. And right now we have a project that we're doing to make that area even more inviting and more open for folks to be able to see everything there. What we did at Heritage Room before was kind of broken up is all the mezzanine in the library. So what we've done now is we've gone in and basically just removed all those walls and made it one large open space, so all the collection be out on display, adding more cases, just having it be a lot more open, a free-flowing area for people to just take their time and spend some time just going through the history of Corona and looking at some really neat photos and pictures and stories. I think it's a really great place.
A lot of it is physical, a lot of it is tangible. It's things that are real, that were handed to us by people. It's kind of interesting seeing the way memory, something intangible, becomes tangible through that, you know?
I can't tell you people what we're gonna find in this place because it's so rare. There's rare documents, there's photos that haven't been looked at in 50 years. When Johnny Cash came to Corona High School in 1986, you'll see those pictures, you'll see the tickets that were issued. You're gonna see our city in all eras.
But this remodel, and big shout to the mayor for pursuing this and really pushing this forward. So happy to support it, and happy to see it really going to become a mecca for people that want to learn about the city of Corona and want to learn about our history, because it is amazing. There's so many cool things that are here.
Make it open for everyone, where everyone can kind of learn about the history of Corona, or also I guess take part in it too. Like make memories in addition to looking at memories.
1, 2, 3.
Rebranding is a very difficult thing to do. It's difficult for companies, it's especially difficult for cities, because you're trying to get a collective to agree on an identity, a feeling, an ethos of what you're putting yourself out there as. So it was a long process to get us to the place where at the end we had tangible results.
It's not a secret that the city's changing. We're redoing City Park, the downtown revitalization is starting to take effort. We've decided to introduce a seal and the logo. And these logos and seals, not only do they say who we are, but they will also represent the hard work that we're doing with the city right now.
Oh, we haven't got when we were incorporated.
Figure. Never would have done.
The seal is what's used on official items. It's on our trucks, letterhead, it's that sort of thing. It's the official seal of the city. But our new seal represents the circle and the majestic mountains that are behind us, and most of all, seeing that lemon in the bottom. The logo is something that's emblematic of who we are, and it's that C, that big capital C, and with that crown above it that emphasizes that Corona stands for the crown.
I think that old Corona folks that have been here their entire life can connect with that and resonate with that crown feel and that crown representation in our new logo and in our new seal. So we're not erasing our past by any stretch of the imagination. We are just bringing it up into the future and able to attract a wider swath of people because they're seeing what's going on in our city, and it's kind of attached to that logo and it's attached to that seal.
Yeah, the logo's cool. The seal finally has lemons in it, but honestly, guys, I like these interviews and all, but I really need to go talk to the citizens. I'm gonna go talk to the citizens. Hey, Heather. Silver dollar pancakes are the best. Hey, aren't you Gilbert that owns that bookstore down the street?
Yes, but it's Dover with like silver, but with a D.
Oh, Dilver. Yeah. Is the bookstore doing good?
Yeah, no, it's doing great. City loves it.
How are you liking all the changes on 6th Street?
Love it. Castro Park right in front of our shop now.
So it's better for you.
100%.
All right, so Dilver here. Hey Dilver, did you know that Chuck Norris lives in Corona?
Yeah, but I got surprised when I saw him.
This is Chuck Norris.
You don't have to be afraid. Yeah.
How long you been in Corona?
Almost 5 years.
5 years?
Yeah.
Kids?
2 kids, 2 young kids. They love all the parks here.
Oh yeah, parks
so
are.
all the new parks. We have to go and explore all the different playgrounds.
They're very thematic.
Yeah.
There's a pirate ship, a train. We got City Park just across the street that's going to be a full renovation. So it's
Nice. We're excited for that.
It's really coming along.
We're going to be down here too often then.
That's the goal.
Yeah.
We want to revitalize the downtown.
So the circle's in the heart of the downtown, and it's the place that defined the boundary between the urban space and then the agricultural space. It's a really unique design feature for a city to have essentially a perfect circle right in the heart of the downtown. I think it's a place where people think of the downtown and where people want to come, and they have lots of good memories about the downtown, both in terms of where they grew up and then shared experiences at places like City Park.
So obviously the Circle or Grand Boulevard is a physical thing. It is a street, right? And it's got a lot of history. It's steeped in history with racing and just means a lot of different things to a lot of different people. And I think a lot of that comes from the pride of having the Circle in the city.
We are actually having an opportunity to be a part of history again, to bring back that history back into the central location where it was intended to be.
The vision for the Circle is that that'll be the home of the downtown. Big arching signs that welcome you to the downtown. Inside the Circle, we're improving the development standards. The specific plan update and the downtown specific plan will define how developers bring that back to life, a look and feel of the downtown that's been lost over time. So these new design standards will help craft that Circle into a place that looks and feels like a downtown that I think most people really want to go to, and they'll want to have as a sort of a heart of the city.
So a lot of the work that my team in engineering and public works is doing is setting up that infrastructure, building the roadways, improving the utilities so that we can bring back and attract the businesses. 6th Street and downtown was, to me, when I came, was seen as more like as a cut through, just to get from one side of the city to the next and get onto the freeways. But we actually want to slow people down. But it's not just slowing people down intentionally, we do it calculatively. We want to make sure that congestion is not impacted. We want to make sure that safety is still in place. We want to make sure that everything is engineeringly correct. I know that there's always a vision, there's always a plan, there's always an inspiration, but we in Public Works make that work and make that happen in the background.
The last 2 years, we've had $100,000 dedicated by our City Council for proactive enforcement of our downtown business corridor. Since January of this year, we saw a 32% decrease in progress crimes in that business corridor area. I believe that's a direct correlation to the resources that we've been allocating to that area, so we can help be a partner with the city in our ability to try to address the issue and get ahead of the transformation of 6th Street and downtown Corona. We want our police everywhere, for all of our community members, whether they're residents or business owners. But we know that we can't be everywhere. So we use data to allocate our resources to those areas that require an increased presence. And that's what we've done with our downtown area.
We have a lot of things that are still moving forward that residents probably haven't seen, but that are coming before council. There are a lot of these things that have been brewing for a long time and are finally going to come to fruition in the next coming year. It's going to be really exciting. I think that residents will be really happy about those changes.
Recently, I had the opportunity to sit down with some people that have invested private investment into that area, and specifically Main and 6th Street. And it's exciting to see that private businesses want to be here. They want to come to Corona. They want to service our citizens, and they want to be part of that community. And to see a private business willing to invest $80 million is inspiring. And that is the type of effort that we are trying to drive into our city. The city doesn't build businesses, but the reality is we have to make this city, from a business standpoint, a place that people want to invest in. And that's what we're doing.
City Park is important because it is the oldest park in the city. It's a place where our community has historically and traditionally gathered for family events, for activities. It has a very long storied history in the city of Corona.
Parks are kind of that last space where we can convene and do so with low barriers. And the more we invest in these open spaces, the more that the community uses them.
City Park is the oldest park in Corona, and it was really sad to see it just kind of go downhill. A lot of memories, not just for myself, but I know for several people that, live here or born here.
I grew up going to City Park and going to the pool at City Park. That was the pool that was available to us. And it was just, it was like the wonder years. In my memory, it's beautiful core memories of my community and just wonderful summers. I mean, City Park is childhood to me.
Over the last few decades, City Park has deteriorated. There has been somewhat of a lack of investment, and there's been several efforts to try and get City Park to a full restoration process. We've undergone a few master plans. This one is a little bit different because we've actually really gotten the community invested in the process. We went out and did a huge community engagement effort. We gathered over 2,000 survey responses to get a good idea of what the community really wanted to see at City Park. And through our master planning process, we've been able to incorporate all of those different amenities and features into the design.
It's just really exciting to see the city working to put this back together, build a park that the community will come to, for them to be able to bring their families there and build those memories there with their families.
At the same time we were undergoing the master planning process for City Park, we were also working on an entire park and recreation master plan, and this is to address ongoing improvements and deferred maintenance that's needed at all of the parks throughout the city. So we have a 10-year plan to go in and do some improvements at these parks. We're going to be replacing playground equipment, looking at building new park shelters in some areas, adding lighting to our sports courts. So it really is a comprehensive effort to improve the parks throughout the city.
It doesn't matter which park you go to in Corona, every single park will be at the standard or above. You shouldn't have to travel outside of your city to find a beautiful open space. And it shouldn't be 20 minutes from your home if you get on the freeway. It should be in your neighborhood. I am most excited about what we're working on with our open space, and in particular with City Park, because to me it's an investment in our community, and it's a overdue investment in our community.
So the CIP projects throughout the city, it's a combination of streets and stormwater, parks and facilities team, and utilities engineering as well. We do support through the master plans as well for planning long-term. That includes a pavement management plan. We have an alleyway management plan coming up. Of course, our utilities section with their potable water. So all of these master plans come through and generate projects for the city.
The water that goes down your toilet or your shower or your sink, that comes to us with a whole bunch of contaminants in it. And what we do is we remove those contaminants. That's the primary function of a wastewater treatment plant. We provide a stable environment for the microorganisms that live in our aeration basins. In turn, they consume contaminants that are so small we could never remove them ourselves through any other means. The diffusers that are currently in place at Water Reclamation Facility number 1 have been in service since 2013. And due to just sort of wear and tear, the material that they're made out of has worn down, and the diffusers themselves are no longer capable of producing the sort of fine bubbles that we need. So by replacing these worn out diffusers with new ones made of new materials and new technologies, blowers that use a ton of energy, be able to run at lower speeds for longer periods of the day, that will ultimately save us money on the back end.
We're nearing completion of the McKinley grade separation. Thank goodness, it's been going on a long time. And I know it's been a major inconvenience for our citizens, our businesses, and our first responders. But it's going to be worth it. I promise you that. We've needed this grade separation for a long time. I was assigned to the old Fire Station 4 back in 1987 at McKinley and Sampson, and we were getting delayed on a regular basis by trains, while responding to emergencies. So it's going to be a public safety improvement, but it's just going to improve circulation throughout that whole McKinley area. So can't wait for it to be done. Thanks for being patient with us.
We all need a good garbage can, right?
Right? I'm looking for that Doug. Oh, there's Doug. He hikes everywhere. I gotta go, guys.
Yeah. All right, see you guys.
Hey, Doug. Can I talk to you really quick about Skyline?
Not really. I gotta go, man.
You gotta go?
Yeah.
Hey guys.
Hey. Hello, what's cracking?
You mountain bike here a lot?
Yes, every weekend.
Yeah?
And weekdays too.
That's good. What about Skyline? It's so good for mountain biking.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Just amazing.
It's amazing, yeah.
Hey Dwight.
Oh, hey Tom.
How's it going?
Good to see you up here.
I'm out of breath. What is it about Skyline that brings you here?
Well, obviously the peacefulness in the morning, coming out really early in the morning, get a better parking spot. But just coming out here walking safely by myself, it feels really great.
All throughout the city, because there's more trails to the city than Skyline, but Skyline is the pinnacle. When I moved out here from Orange County, I lived by an undeveloped area, little hills, little small streams, and I used to take my kids there. And when we moved out here, it was kind of hard to find an access point. And one of the guys I met through Boy Scouts told me about this place. I brought my kids up here and we would hike and walk around here, explore. We went into the canyons, found salamanders. I mean, it was just this epic nature center 10 minutes from my house.
Isn't it incredible?
It's amazing.
Have fun with the bike.
Have a good day.
That was embarrassing. Looks like my work here is done. Mayor out.
The trails in the Skyline area are numerous, and it's just such a beautiful, scenic area. It is loved by citizens from Corona and those from outside of Corona. In 2020, the council purchased 292 acres at Skyline. And we made that purchase with the intent of keeping it from being developed, keep that area from being developed. We want to preserve it as natural, as conditioned as we can. We've also reached out to our citizens via a survey to get your input. What would you like to see at Skyline?
Really just wanted to see what it was that we could hear from the community, and that's what we will be implementing into some of our future add-ons. We do have a couple things that we've been working on Skyline. Some really exciting things. Obviously, we finished the Trails Master Plan, and Skyline is kind of the main hub. Everybody goes to Skyline. That is kind of our premier trail that everybody's aware of. So everybody does go to Skyline, and it's highly used. We do have a pedestrian bridge that will be going in right at Hagedorn Canyon. It'll be a wide enough bridge that a vehicle could cross it in the event of emergency or for maintenance purposes, but it's primarily a pedestrian bridge for bikes and hikers. We also have a Skyline plan that we're doing right now that'll kind of go over amenities that we wanted, some very passive amenities, seating, shade, things along those areas, identifying the trails that are, go through that area. I think it's just gonna allow people to go and enjoy the area even more. And I said, you go up there on the weekends, it doesn't matter weekday or weekend, it's just, that place is always busy. And it's really great to see people up there enjoying it. I'm really glad the city made that investment to preserve that property, and it's probably one of the best things that Corona has going for it. I use it myself, and I think it's just gonna make it just that much better.
This year we had so many great events. Of course, our year always kicks off with the 4th of July celebration, and no one does it better. We went straight into our summer street fair. We had 5 amazing nights this year. We expanded our summer offerings with our new neighborhood movies in the park program, where we had 20 screenings throughout the community. We go right into our Halloween weekend, our holiday lighting celebration.
My favorite was always the 4th of July events. The parade, the fireworks, the concert, all of that. It was my favorite time here in the city. But in all honesty, we have done such a great job with our concert series that it has become my new favorite. And every year we see more and more and more attendance.
This year we kicked off with No Duh as our season opener. Brought out a lot of people out there on 6th Street. There was no seating room on the lawn anymore. And we wrapped up with Stone Soul on week 5, and we had the same conditions in the street and on the lawn.
This year, our special events keep getting bigger and bigger. 4th of July had nearly 30,000 in attendance. I think it was the most people I've seen at one of these events. Our summer street fairs are drawing thousands in each evening. Of course, we have our Halloween weekend. I don't think I've ever seen more people at that event. Our holiday lighting always continues to draw a crowd. And of course, we're continuing to grow and expand this program to have more meaningful ways to connect with our residents and really contribute to that sense of place that our residents love so much.
Really, it's very powerful. I've been to a lot of these events and I see people making friends. We're just seeing neighbors coming together and doing park cleanups or tree plantings because they want to be there. Nobody's forcing them to be there, but they want to be there because this is their community.
It brings people together. These events creates a narrative of belonging and a sense of wanting to be in an environment. It's a perfect opportunity for neighborhoods to come together. It's also a way to cultivate relationships for businesses. Recreation is important. Always pour into recreation and always support recreation.
But it's really how you weave in community. And you do that by creating this sense of connection. And you do it with work, you do it with fun, you do it with ways that you're getting together, and to see each one of these little events that we do and watch each one of them grow and build. And it's been truly a way of seeing community building from a really local lens and a really personal lens, and love it. It's a wonderful thing.
Everybody belongs here in Corona.
Beautiful place to be from. Thank you, Corona.
You belong here. You belong here.
You belong here.
You belong here.
And you know what we say? You belong here.
All right, guys. What's the question again? Guys, I'm out of here. Do it again. Oh, guys, I'm out of here. You belong, I belong. Who belongs? They belong. Gonna wander around for a little bit. Hope you don't mind. I might take this bell with me.
No problem.
Here with Elsa in the lemon cubicle of the world. Here it is, right here.
Yeah, looks fantastic. Pretty good. I don't know about that. All right, so you guys didn't do my makeup. Like, what's going on?
I have a software called Beauty Box.
Oh, don't do it.
So I use Beauty Box.
I like my ugliness.
Gerardo, you over there?
Yes, I'm right here.
All right, here you come.
How you doing, Maddie?
All bus drivers, come in, bus drivers. You have your ears on?
Go Corona, go Corona.
This is Mayor Richens here. Just want to say that you all are doing a great job out there.